Hey y'all, hey. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about a couple things. The first thing is still finding time and quietness to film in this house because I moved back into my parents' house. Well, now it's just my father because my mother recently passed away. So it's my father's house and I'm living here for the time being until I move away. You guys all know my plan if you've been following along. And but finding a place, a quiet space in the house to film has been so difficult. And now, before it was just me and my niece was living here too, and somebody's always home. And my father, he eats so healthy. He's 92. And when I tell you he's like peeling off cactus leaves and stuff and eating the insides, like he's just above and beyond. He always has been that way. But he's always using the blender and he's always in the kitchen preparing stuff. So it makes a lot of noise. He's clanking pots around and he's blending things. And when I say blending, he's blending where he has to wear the headphones and he's shaking the blender as it's blending and stuff. And I'm like, do you really need all that? I mean, that's what it's for. It's supposed to blend. I don't think it needs you to like do some extra agitation, but you know, that's what he does. I hope one day, I took a video of him and he didn't know. One day I'm going to ask him if I can share it with you guys because it's like, it's the funniest thing. Anyway, but just finding that quiet time. So now my son, who I'm so happy that he's home, he's living here too now for the next few months until he moves away to Thailand. My daughter has been here and she's home for the holiday break. But she goes back to school on Tuesday. But it's been so nice having everybody here, so I can't complain too much. But yet I can complain. I mean, I still have to film, you know, and I was filming every single day before, and now finding time, like right now, my niece went away. She went out of the country, so she's gone. I think she went to Paris. And so now the three of us are here, but it's still like there's noise downstairs. I don't know if you could hear it. If I was filming, you'd be able to hear it in the background. Like, I am filming. What am I saying? Can you hear it? I hear it. It's a TV. Well, it's his computer. My son's watching. He watches those, not anime. He says it's not anime. It looks like anime, but it's not anime. I don't know what it is. He's watching it. And he's watching it right in the living room, which is the room right below this. In any case, so finding the time for that. And the other thing is, you know, as time approaches for me to move out and move away, all these things are coming up. And when I tell you a lot of stuff, so first it was medical bills, because all of a sudden I started having all these issues and had to see doctor after doctor. And now I have all these bills to show for it. So one by one, I'm ticking off the bills and paying them. And then my car, somebody hit my car. So hopefully the insurance is going to cover it, and they should, but I'm hoping that the insurance doesn't go up because of it. And I finished sending off the pictures to the insurance company. So I'm waiting for a response from them. But yeah, somebody hit me on the highway. They were trying to ambulance chase and hit me on the side in my lane to get to the fast lane so that they could run behind the ambulance. And they didn't stop. We were in stop and go traffic. And I got the license plate, so that's good. But I don't think, like, when I went to the police station was like, okay, well, you just have to file it online. And, you know, that's about it. Okay, and then what? What happens with the people? I got their license plate. What happens with that person? And it was a taxi driver. Well, we can't say, you know, there's nothing really to do about that. Like, you just have to take it up with your insurance company. That's what they said. Take it up with my insurance company. So you mean like we can go around like bumper cars around here and just hit each other's cars, and like if we don't want to do anything about it, we don't have to? That sounds crazy to me. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what happened there. And when I went into the police station, it was so strange because every time I see a female police officer, it always shocks me the stoic faces that they have. And it's just so hardened, you know, and you expect men sometimes to look that way, but when you see females that look that way and they're just, you know, just very stony faced, you know, like, don't mess with me, or I'm getting ready to, like, it's almost like they're what are those dogs called that Rottweilers, they're like that. And it's like, woof. So I was kind of going out of my way to be nice and pleasant and stuff. Didn't crack a smile, nothing. I was like, wow. I mean, you saw the slightest bit of softening maybe right there, but nope. She was like, well, there's nothing we can do. You got to take it up with your insurance company and file it online. Okay, thank you. I wonder if I had started crying, would they, like, I don't know, do something? I think she would have just been staring at me, like, not even staring. She probably would have glanced up and then just went back to what she was doing. Anyway, so what I was saying was, as the time approaches, all these issues are coming up, and I'm like, wow, you know, bills and you know, you expect things to happen, but my gosh. And I already know that it's a distraction to prevent me from fulfilling what it is that I wanted to do. I have dreamed about this for years. And when I broke up with my situationship, it wasn't a situationship, it was a relationship, for 6.5 years. I mean, when that was the kick in the butt I needed. That was the kick in the butt, because I knew that there were things that just weren't going to work out. And people don't change after a certain number of years. I mean, they can, with God's help, they can. But you can tell when people really want to change. And I saw no evidence of certain things changing. And it's not like it was that person needed to change to be better. It was just that it wasn't the person that he was at first, that he was the representative at first, and then, you know, the real person comes out. And I was like, well, what happened to that other person that was there, you know, the first year and stuff? And then you keep waiting and hoping to see that person is gonna come back, and then you see glimpses of it, and, you know, you talk about it, and, you know, that's what keeps you just hanging on, staying. And it's something that I tell my daughter not to do. Anybody, male or female, that you shouldn't do. Because if they are not the person, and I know I'm all over the place right now, but you know how this is my therapy. If they're not the person that you need them to be when you first meet them, honey, keep moving on, because there ain't that much changing in the world. They're just not, you know. There's too many other people in the world who are ready, who are going to be there, or that person that you need to support you. So you don't need to, like, put up with all kinds of mess. Anyway, yeah, so I have to say I'm a little nervous. And my time frame was the end of January. It's still the end of January. But now I'm having this storage unit issues. So I did not expect the storage unit to go up that high. I made a video about storage units and how you should pay up front. I did that. I paid 3 months ahead of time. I got in at a rate of $72. That storage unit went up the other day from $72 to $134 a month. You hear that? That's my father on the blender. Oof, if I could just take the camera down there right now so you can see. And I know he's got the headphones on and he's shaking the blender like this. It's crazy. And he does it for a few minutes. And he does it every day. That's why he wears the headphones. Because he's already like kind of, his hearing is not the best anymore. So he doesn't want it to completely go out on him, I guess. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over that. Whew. Okay, good. That was a short one. He must not have had to blend that much tonight. He blends his breakfast for the next day too. He blends some stuff at night for his dinner, and he also blends for his breakfast. Do I even know what he's blending? I don't know, because from year to year it changes. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a picture of it one day and show you. Anyway, so the storage unit. The storage unit went up that much, and I said, you know what? I have a lot of boxes in there. I have my books. I love my books. I love books. I'll sit in the library for hours, like on the floor, just reading books, even in the bookstore too. That's how much I love my books. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I have a piano in there. I have, I've got some stuff, okay? And it's not a huge storage unit. It's just that I have things in there that I originally thought that I was going to ship. My daughter has things in there too, in boxes. Her father recently passed away, and his things are in boxes. Like, not all of them, because his family kind of confiscated certain things, like one family member in particular, and that's a whole nother story. It's pretty terrible. But so that stuff is in the storage unit, and I mean, what are we gonna do with that stuff? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I have to keep paying on it until she figures out what she wants to do with it, you know? So there's that, but thank goodness, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Brian at this storage unit facility. You know what he said to me today? I went in there because somebody hacked my credit card and I had to get a new one, so the new payment didn't go through, so I had to go in there with my new credit card. He said to me, well, Miss Davenport, I think it's time for you to pass things on to your children, and it's time for them to get a storage unit. And I said, what do you mean? So his idea is, this is what he does for his customers. Instead of just watching them pay all these crazy prices, and yes, they are allowed to do that, because storage units, there's no law that says they can only increase like 2% or something like that. It's according to whatever the market value is. So they can charge you up the wahoo for as much as they want, as long as it's comparable to what the other storage facilities are charging. Anyway, so what he told me was that I can have one of my kids open up a storage unit, another one, because they have other ones within the same facility, have them open up one, and then move everything out into the new one and get in on the new, on the original rate that I had, which was the $72. And at that point, I would pay ahead, like 3 months or 6 months, so that I would lock in that low rate. And I don't want to do that, but I'm going to, but not for that size unit. But I'm so glad, I'm so thankful that he said that, because we started talking, and I'm sure he doesn't tell that to everybody, you know, he's just trying to be nice. And I'm so thankful that he did that, because what I'm going to do, I've decided to sell my piano and sell certain things in there, which is going to get rid of a lot of, or make room for just make room so that I can downsize the storage unit. And I'll do that and pay that up ahead, because I looked into a shipping company to move everything. Now, granted, they said that they would charge for packing things and unpacking them when I get there, but they don't bring them up the stairs. So there's stairs there and they don't bring them up the stairs. They're gonna pack them, unpack them, and then I'd have to find somebody overseas to unpack them, or not even unpack them, to lift them up the stairs, because there's no elevator where the place is. So I'm like, that's a hassle, and that's a lot of cost to do, all of that. They were going to charge me like $9,000. First of all, everything's already packed because it's in the storage unit, but they would have to pack the piano, because right now there's just cardboard on all sides of it, and the tape is wrapped around it to protect it. But all of these things, it's just a lot. And I'm handling all this on my lonesome, but it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also like, I'm trying, like, it's a lot to work at my 9 to 5, do YouTube, and handling that, and there's a bunch of other like legalities I'm working on, and plus a visa, and it's just one thing at a time, and sometimes it feels like there's a lot of pressure to do it, but the more you don't do anything and you just think about it, it makes it worse. It makes the feeling worse. So I have to force myself every day to work on it a little bit at a time. And I say that to whoever wants to move overseas. If you want some coaching on it, contact me by all means, because we can do this together. I have learned so much from myself going through it, and all these other people that I've been talking to about things I didn't even realize, and even learning some more things about it from my son, him going to Thailand. So it's a journey. It really is, but it's fun. It's fun, and I wouldn't trade it, because I need to do this. I need to do this for me. I never want to have a what if. I don't want to have a what if kind of life. I want to experience life to the fullest. Yeah. And the other thing is that it's cold there. And I don't mean it's cold like here, because right now it's like 20 degrees outside, feeling like it's in the teens. But there, it is like 60, 64, 65, which is not bad at all. But the problem is, inside the apartments are cold. They're cold where people are wearing like scarves and sweaters, and at night when they go to sleep. Not during the day, but at night when you go to sleep, it's cold, because central heat is not common at all. Neither is central air. So what they have are these units of ACs that are up on the walls, and they have that. But as far as heat, you have to put in individual heaters in each room. So it's a lot, and so when I went there the last time, that was, when did I go there? It was, I went there for the week of November, and I bought heaters for every room, and I got like 2 medium ones and 1 huge one for the living room. And I didn't want to go there when it's cold, to move everything, and because I'll be doing that by myself, because my daughter, she'll be in school. She'll be back in school then, so I don't know. And my son can't come with me because he's just bought his ticket to Thailand, so there's a lot. It's a lot. But this is what I signed up for, so I'm here for it. And what else? I think that's it for now. But I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that. Wow, that was so helpful. I love this. I just love this. This is the best thing ever. YouTube is just YouTube is it. I mean, just to be able to talk and get all this stuff out and know that, you know, there'll be comments talking to me, hopefully, about, you know, your experience and giving me advice and feedback and stuff. And that's just wonderful. It really is. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta, darlings.